What's going on, guys? Haven't blinked yet here. Back at it with another banger video. In today's video, we're going to be counting down the best rap songs of 2023. Kicking off list week in this one, no rules, no holes barred. Fuck's sake. Now, I've tried to limit it to one song per artist on here, just to stop it from being like 10 songs off Who Taught Us Princess or something. Because that would be embarrassing. Fuck's sake. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get into the video. You know the rules. Big ups the rap songs. Fuck's sake. Alright. Oh shit, I can't be swearing this early in the video. Alright. Number 10. Yeah, this song's crazy. Black Thought had an amazing year in 2022 with his Cheat Codes album. I really loved that album. The song Aquamarine in particular was one of my most played songs of that year. This year he came back with Glorious Game with the El Michels affair, I don't know how to say it. More sort of laid back and meditative record. Although Black Thought is meditative like all the time. And I feel like this record kind of went under the radar because I never really see anyone speaking about it as like an album of the year contender or anything. I don't want to spoil my best list. I actually still haven't wrote the best albums list, to be honest. But yeah, this song is pretty much what you'd expect from Black Thought. You know, you've got a laid back, soulful beat, and he's just sort of delivering these crazy multi-syllabic rhymes over it. This song, it starts off fairly slow and meditative, and then it speeds up. And there's a lot of sort of, what's the word? Pace. Changes in pace in the song, which I do think works for the subject matter quite a bit. But yeah, you've got these sort of laid back bits, and then it speeds up, and the energy picks up, and then it slows back down again. It's really good. Love the samples worked into this one. Really triumphant sound to them, almost. But yeah, on to number 9. Can we just, like, take a minute to appreciate how crazy Lil Yachty's run has been this year? Like, my man dropped all genres one of the albums of the year, like best albums of the year, in January, and still like still wasn't done. I feel like this song, Solo Steppin' Creep Boy, kind of went under the radar, to be honest, of a lot of people, because obviously the main things that have been spoken about from Lil Yachty's year this year has been, you know, the Drake track, the Let's Start Here, Strike Holster, which is a banger, to be fair. It was a bit of a toss-up between this song and that song. But yeah, even after he came back with Let's Start Here, I still wasn't crazy about Yachty's rapping. And then he went on this crazy run of singles, and it's like, okay, you know? Like, the analogy I'll use is like, imagine someone who works at McDonald's and is doing a pretty shit job on the verge of the sack. And then they go and make the best curry you've ever eaten. And then they go back to working at McDonald's, but they start making like Five Guys burgers. Like, imagine that. You know what I mean? Like, he's improved so much, not only as an artist, but also as a rapper this year. And this song, I feel like, really sort of shows that off pretty well. This is one of the more lyrical songs that he dropped this year. He also had one with J. Cole. I wasn't too crazy about the sound of that one, though. Sound of this one, though, absolutely amazing. You've got this, like, really nice summery beat that has this pretty good bounce to it, to be honest, with the bass. Lil Yachty is bringing these almost dizzying flows at points, like the bloody fuck a sack of better Julia, I was going stupid line. It's like, oh my god. Like, time out, this shit's fire. Lil Yachty came for smoke with this one. There's bars all over this thing. Some more witty than others. We've got references to like Adonis and everything on here. A lot of lyrics about Drake on this song actually. But yeah, it's great in a way where like it sort of works as a bit of a timeline for Yachty because you know there's lines that reference now, but there's also lines that reference a few years ago before he was a rapper and stuff like that on here, which I think is really interesting. As someone who has actually been keeping up with Yachty's podcast this year, I do actually like. I find his like story quite interesting, and this song is just sort of like an autobiographical song, and then Adonis and Drake references all over the place. But yeah, fire song number 8. Now, last year, if you had told me that Dave and Central C would collab, I would not have believed you. Let alone on 4 songs. Let alone on 4 really good ones. This is the only UK rap inclusion on today's list. Unfortunately, not been the best year for UK rap. But yeah, this song genuinely really great. The other 3 songs they did this year is more what I'd expect from Dave and Central C. You know, just 3 drill bangers. And 3 great drill bangers, don't get me wrong, but this song is like it completely blows something like a Trojan horse or a sprinter out of the water. Like the rapping performance from both artists on here is crazy. Like, I mean, I've never been a massive Central C fan. There's been songs that I've really liked throughout the years. You know, I really like Done Deal, for example, off Wild West, or Pingin' off that same album. You know, he does have bangers, but like he's never rapped with this much hunger before. As someone who's been through his entire catalogue, like I've been keeping up with him since he first burst onto the scene. But yeah, his verse on here is crazy. Like some of the flows he catches on here, dizzying. You've also got Kamal in the mix, I think is how you say it. Soul singer, beautiful vocals on this one. They've collabed with Dave before, I believe, on Mercury, which was also a song I really liked. But yeah, they killed it on here, and obviously, Dave on a more lyrical track. You know what I mean? That's him in his bag. He just has so much bars on here as well. All the like references and stuff he makes is really nice. Beat on here really solid. Just a really solid, more sort of lyrical, chill rap song. Great for late nights, like when I'm recording. It's not late, it's like 5 o'clock, it's like pitch black outside. It would show you, but I don't want to like dox my neighbours or anything. But yeah, this song just blew me away when I first heard it, and it's a song that I keep going back to, especially in the winter months. This song's like peak, like top shit, top shit in the winter. Really, really solid song. Now, for number 7 on this list, we have What Happened to the World off the. I was about to say the brand new Larry June and Alchemist album, but you know how Griselda works. Larry June's already put out a record after this. Another solid one. But yeah, this record is just Larry doing what he does best. Laid back rapping, summary production, you know. And on this one, like, surprisingly managed to get like an energetic verse out of 2023 Wiz Khalifa. Like, I didn't even realize Wiz Khalifa was still rapping. I thought he was just like crypto scamming now. But his verse on here is actually pretty solid. I really, really like the beat on here. It's got this really sort of steady pace to it. And then I don't know what it is. It's like a bass or guitar or something. The fucking ba ba bam ba ba bam bam. Like that shit gets stuck in my head all the time. Larry June has a great verse on here. The melodic ad libs are amazing. Like the that don't mean you can. Like I was not expecting Larry June to be a good singer. I mean, in a later list you might find out about Larry June singing on that album, but yeah, just a really solid song. Not the only Griselda song on this list. Wink, wink. Oh, that was rubbish, man. That was actually terrible. I apologise for that, and I might actually take the other Griselda song off. But yeah, I really do like this one. Really nice sort of summery vibes on this one. I can see myself listening to it a lot next summer as well. Really great track. Best song off The Great Escape, in my opinion. Now, number 6 is probably the most underrated on this entire list. We have Life from the Kitchen Table off the brand new McKinley Dixon album. I checked before I start speaking. This song only has like under 300,000 streams. Like, how underrated this song is crazy to me. Because I've been listening. Obviously, I was listening to each song to sort of refresh my mind before I started recording. But yeah, really great jazz rap song on here. The instrumental is crazy. Like, you could take the instrumental from this song and it would still be an amazing song. Like, it's jazzy, it's upbeat, it's uplifting, triumphant as well. Lots of imagery in the lyrics on this one, lots of metaphors and stuff. I still haven't grasped quite what this song's about. No, it is one of those where it has a lot of replay value as you sort of work out what each sort of metaphor means. But yeah, just a brilliant jazz rap song. Like, even if you don't understand the lyrics, like, this song, it's amazing. I hadn't heard of either McKinley Dixon or Gaze Guevara before this year. This album was my first experience with both artists, but yeah, I can't wait to like check out some of their other shit. You might find out a bit more about McKinley Dixon later on. But yeah, just a really, really beautiful song. You know, the quiet vocals and everything, the horns, it's just such a masterfully produced song. The writing on his great, the rapping on his great, the flows are great, etc., etc. You know, there's just so much to like about this song. Now, from the most underrated song on the list to like the biggest rapper in the world, you lot are probably sick of hearing about this fucking album at this point. 3 of the last 4 albums, and 3 of the last 4 videos have been about this album. I'm sick of talking about it, but nah, I'm playing. Yeah, you lot will know from the reaction video that this was an immediate hitter for me on first listen. I was going crazy at this shit. One of my favorites off the album. I still really like it now. To be honest, I've even came around on the weird second half, even if it is a bit unnecessary. Like, the first 4 minutes of this song, fucking amazing. Last minute is like a 6. Till the dark days are over. Like, I don't know why, but I don't know what he's doing on there. And then the fucking "I taught you right" lines, like, all right. But yeah, the rest of the song is fantastic. When I first saw the track list announced, because I had to like wait for this album to come out. It didn't come out until like 4 p.m. in the UK. But the tracklist announcement had been there for ages. I was dreading this song from that moment. You know, a Drake Sexy Red and SZA song called Rich Baby Daddy just sounded like pain to me. This was before I sort of came around on Sexy Red. This was back when I thought like Good Hottest Princess was gonna be worst album of 2023, like nailed on, and now it's like not even in that conversation anymore. Um, this song was partially to blame for her growing on me, to be honest, because I do think she has a standout performance on here. Hook's catchy, her verse is great. If a bit short. Drake's verse is really solid, but who really stole the show was SZA. I mean, SZA on a feature in 2023 is a bit of a cheat code. Have an insane performance, you know. Killed it on Telekinesis, killed it on Sign Me Out, killed it on this song. Like she's been going in this year. Her verse, it's strange. She brings like an almost like passionate vocal performance to this song. It's like of all songs, but it is good. The beat on here is the main thing I do really like though. The sample mixed in with like the fast paced track drums, like it's not just a basic trap banger, you know what I mean? It's more like a fun, dancey, poppy song really than it is a trap one. I have seen a lot of negative reception for this song, although to be fair, it does have Drake and Sexy Red, you know, the two most hated rappers of 2023 on it. But yeah, amazing Bob Perino. I'm pretty sure this is my most played up song off For All the Dogs. In terms of like the actual time I've spent listening to it rather than number of streams, it's either this one or First Person Shooter, I can't remember. You can look at my Stats FM if you want to find out. This song's completely crazy. Really, really great Yeet song. Honestly, outside of like a couple songs, one of Yeet's best ever songs. This was the intro to his latest album, Afterlife. What way if I can start the record? You've got this nocturnal beat with these like crazy synths and bass and everything. Like it's crazy. And Yeet just completely goes off on here. The chorus alone has like 3 different flows on it, and they're all fire. Then the verse on this song, crazy, crazy shit, man. Like Yeet is actually like flowing on the fucking verse for this shit. Like, I'm not, I'm not normally someone who likes fast rap or anything. Don't get me wrong. Eminem, Mac Lethal, NF, they're like my worst nightmares. But like, oh, the flow he catches in the verse in this song is crazy, crazy shit. Um, I mean, it's just the Yeet flow, the Yeet run-on flow that he's known for, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he executes it in such a great way on here. Like, what he's saying is intelligible, you know? Like, it isn't just like, you can't actually understand what he's saying on here. This was initially going to be a toss-up. I knew Yeet was going to be on this list, but because I didn't want multiple songs with the same artist, I was originally going to be doing None I'd Change, but the way that this song's grown on me recently is insane. I listen to this shit all the time now. But like, yeah, crazy, crazy song. Into the top 3, who didn't see this one coming? All throughout the year, I've been saying this is the best song on Utopia. To be fair, to be fair, it was actually between this song and Modern Jam in Parasail as well, for this video. But this song, just a crazy, crazy song. I don't know a single person who doesn't like this shit. Like, this shit's insane. Probably one of the best Travis Scott songs since Rodeo, in my opinion. Like, that's how good it is. Genuinely, you put this on Astroworld, it's the best song. You put this on Birds, it's the best song. You know what I mean? Like, this shit was fucking crazy. I mean, to be honest, Utopia needed more songs like this. Like, this is the Travis I like. To be honest, I wish the first half of this was longer. Like, that's the Travis I like, you know, the psychedelic, chill Travis. And the vocal style he does on the first half of this song is actually pretty unique for Travis. He brings a more high pitched vocal performance, and a lot of people have said it's quite Frank Ocean esque. I really, really like the first half of this though. And then the switch, like, not just the second beat, but the actual transition into the second beat is really nice. Like when you've got all the synths sort of like layering over each other and everything. It's and then it switches and you get this non-stop flow from Travis that's some of the best rapping I've ever heard from him. Quite emotional lyrically as well, as it sort of talks about the 2021 Astrofest disaster or Astro World tour. I can't remember what it was called, but it sort of references that quite a few times. You know, he's talking about saving children and shit. Like, it's nice. Like, it's a really nice song. You even got Sampha in the mix on here, who brings a short but like incredible verse as well. You know, it's Sampha. You know, Sampha's like never going to be bad on a song, is he? So there we go. More UK representation on the list. Nah, I do also wish that his part was longer, but yeah, I really do love this song. Loved it on first listen and listening to it before this video, almost like 5 months on from the album. I think it is actually 5 months on from the album, if I remember correctly. It's not lost its impact. Genuinely an amazing song. This shit's a beautiful song, man. Like, it's hard to describe just what this song like makes me feel. You know what I mean? It's like truly like an ethereal song. The instrumental on here is insane. You've got this crazy string sample in there. I've actually like I'm not really an emotional person other than like being happy. Obviously, I'm buzzing all the time. No, but yeah, I've like it's not often that I cry. I've cried to this song. I'm not gonna lie, like I've cried to this song. This song is like absolutely beautiful, man. Like Mike's rapping performance on here. Mike is someone who's been on my radar for a while, but I never really checked him out until this year. I checked him out when he dropped that collab tape with Wiki and the Alchemist. That shit was fire. I really liked that record. And then I immediately went and listened to Burning Desire right after they came out, like a month apart, I think. And yeah, there's a total. I don't know what happened there. There's a ton of these types of rapping performances all over that album from him. You know, he's laid back, his flow's laid back, his voice is laid back. But yeah, Earl Sweatshirt brought a surprisingly good verse. Like, I'm not saying that because Earl Sweatshirt's bad, but like, you know, Earl Sweatshirt is a similar one to Wiz Khalifa, where I feel like he's been out of his prime for a while now. But his verse on here is great. The rhyme scheme he catches, the flow he catches, it's just, you know, it's so smooth. The bit where his vocals glitch out, I'm aware that that's like 3 seconds in a 3.5 minute song, but that bit especially, I really like that part of his verse. Just a really solid song. One of the best, if not the best beat of the year in rap music. And just a great rapping performance. Even like the chorus, which is only repeated once, so it's weird to call it a chorus, but the please don't cut my wings, like I like that bit quite a lot as well. Fire song. I advise you, if you haven't checked it out, to go and give it a listen. nah, nah, scratch that. But yeah, genuinely beautiful song. I mean, speaking of beautiful, we have Song of the Year. I mean, what else was it gonna be realistically? Wow. And Then You Pray For Me was a bit of a disappointing album for me. As a massive West Side Gun fan, I didn't enjoy the record as much as I wanted to. It's at sort of between a 5 and a 6. But this song, holy shit. Like, this song completely blows the rest of the album away. Like, it was fantastic. DJ Benoit on production, I'm not sure if it's a sample or if he produced the strings himself or whatever. What an amazing beat. You've got this amazing drumless beat, you know, loads of orchestral elements. It sounds like a fucking classical song. And then you've got West Side Gun and Stove God Cooks over it, who both deliver great verses. The imagery in West Side Gun's verse is really solid. You know, the way he opens it up, just sort of describing the setting, it's fire. And then Stove God brought a surprisingly melodic performance to this song. Like, I wasn't expecting that, but fire. They're really, really great. One of the best songs of the year, all genres. This shit's timeless, you know what I mean? Like, this is genuinely, like, already an all-time West Side Gun song. That's how solid this thing is. Like, it is a beautiful, beautiful track. Another one, like My Eyes, I've not met a single person who doesn't like this song. Even my mum, who pretty much exclusively listens to, like, rock and metal, she really liked this song when I showed her it. Genuinely just an amazing song, really. Like, it's actually hard to put it into words, and not just because I'm bad at reviewing music, but it's hard to put into words because the song made me speechless, is what I'm trying to say. But, like, every time I listen to this thing, it just, you know, it takes you somewhere. That's something I praised about Please Don't Cut My Wings and No More Talk on here. I really like music that, like, takes you somewhere, and this song does that for me. Throughout its pretty long runtime, to be fair, but, like, the 5 minutes on this song, it doesn't feel like 5 minutes, you know, the song breezes by and it feels like it's been about 3. Just a fantastic song, brilliant performance from everyone involved. You know, West Side Gun, great verse. Stove God Cooks' hook's amazing. Stove God Cooks' verse is great. The beat is fantastic. Like, what more could you ask for? Like, really, really great song to end the video off. Alright, so that's my list of the best rap songs of 2023. Let me know your picks down below if you agree with mine or if you disagree with mine or whatever. Despite it not being a super strong year, there was actually a lot of songs in contention for this video. Like, this video was harder to make than the worst list was. Like, the worst list was fairly easy. This one was hard. So that should just show you, like, how many great songs came out this year, you know. There are songs that didn't make it onto here that are from albums in my best list, you know what I mean? Like, this shit, like, there's a lot of insane, crazy songs on here. If there's any songs on this list that you for some reason haven't heard, I'd seriously recommend them all. I know the list got better as it got on and it was in order, but, like, still, even the stuff earlier on in the list, really great songs. But yeah, the way I plan on doing the rest of these end of year lists is getting them out over the next few weeks. I kind of want to be done with this. Not by January, because I took a bit too long to do that, but I want to be done with this and ready to move on to next year pretty soon. I don't want to be that guy that's, like, dropping his best albums of the year list in March. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to try and get these all out within the next few weeks. I mean, I'm not going to promise anything, but the worst songs and best albums, I already have the lists done. I've got the graphics made and everything. So I don't want to promise anything, but I could get them out, like, next week. You know what I mean? But yeah, the way I'm going to do it, best rap songs, which we've already done. Then we're going to move on to worst rap songs next week. And then we're going to do best rap albums after that. Then you can't see my hand. And then worst rap albums to sort of wrap it all up. I don't know if I'm going to do anything on EPs or not. If I do, that'll probably be over on the TikTok page rather than on here. Although I've not really been active on there. Deleted TikTok months ago. So we'll see. That's me off the hiatus, by the way. Like, the hiatus that this channel is on, like, done. Like, once we've got these Andy A-list videos done, I'm going to be, jumping straight into next year reviewing projects. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.